I'm gonna tell this story. This probably my best day successfully putting everything in the boat on a swim bait. It was like August or the end of July. The Wade Hogs was pretty new. It was the OG, you know. The OG was weighted. Really, people said it was weighted to crank down, but we just like it to sit real low so we creep it on top and that tail just wiggles. So at the time I was living in my house on the water. I lived on Taylor Slough on the Delta, and I lived there about 9 years, and my boat didn't even have a freaking trailer. I just left it on the dock. No hydro hoist, nothing, just Delta rat boat. Had it forever. And no, man, you know, you got to get out in the mornings. I worked at a refinery, rotating shifts, so I woke up in the morning. It was a good tide. It was, you know, everything was right. I had been catching fish in a little area, and you know, I just went out on my day. I didn't think I was gonna smash them or anything in particular, and pulled up just right around on a point. First thing in the morning, started casting. Within like 5 casts, I hit like a 5.5. Just crushed it, creeping it by a weed clump. So the fish were on outside weed clumps. Like there's a flat, toolies, good line, and then it would taper off, and then you get a weed clump on the outside in a little deeper water, but they position near the top. I mean, they do that a lot on the Delta. So I bring that by, boom, get bit. 3 or 4 casts later, boom, I get hit by like a 7. And I'm like, wow, that was dope. Pulled up on the point, bing, 12 pounds and 2 fish. You know, can't complain about that. So I make another cast after I troll and motor down a little bit past this spot that's never good. And boom, I hit another one that's like 7 pounds, right? I put that one in the well. Switch up, go across the slough. I'm like, it's lit today, boy. This is tight. I was already like, this is incredible. You know what I'm saying? So I switch over to the other side, which is a little different, a little shallower, but it's still a flat with weed clumps. Put it by, wham! Another one in like the 6 to 7 pound range. And it's on. I can see shit eating on the flat, swirls, bluegill shooting out. It's happening. So as soon as she hit the deck, threw it over the side. Cast up there again. Boom, another one. I don't even remember how big that one was. It was smaller, not 6 or 7. So 4 or 5. It was a chunk though, right? So I'm just skating it in because I'm going, where? What the hell? So I make a cast to the furthest clump out on the flat. That's a good detail to remember, but it's almost blackout. You'll see the picture, just real, wham! And by that time, I already had my net like ready. I keep it right next to me, especially when it's going off. So I remember setting the hook and putting like, I don't know, you know, 5, 6 reel cranks on her. Came to the surface and just, when big fish come up for me and their mouths open, I'm just cranking them in. You can tell I use ocean reels. I'm cranking it in. She came up, just scooped it. Put her in the box because it was big, and I know better than to stop fishing. So I made another cast and caught like a 4. Couple casts later, went down the bank, heart still beating, like a 3. And then all the popping stopped, and there was catching 3-pounders. I was like, oh hell, I guess it's it. Let's see how big this fish is. And I went back and looked in the box. It was about 27, a little over 27 inches. I didn't have a scale or nothing, you know. I don't even like to weigh my fish, so I know how big it was. Giant fish, right? And so I shoot back to my dock with those 2 in my box. That's all I had was like the 7 and the giant. Shoot back to my dock, fucking run inside, try to wake up my lady because it's like 8:30. I think it was like 8:30 when I got back. Hey, will you take a picture of these fish for me? She was working late. She said, nah, I ain't getting up. All right. So I went back to the freaking box, and you see the picture I took. I mean, that was a really big fish. And that was a really good day. I actually had it on GoPro too, and I got so paranoid about blowing my spot up, I just erased that shit. That's bad. That's bad when it gets to secrecy like that, but it don't matter because I can remember almost everything except for the 5 cranks on the giant. So that was awesome, man. That brings a smile to my face. Just thinking that was a long time ago, but you know, when you're able to put in a lot of time on the water and hit it on a Wednesday in the morning when everything's right, shit goes, you know.